stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it away to start. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The boot's shaking underneath us, guys. They go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Flips it out to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that won the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They're getting this guy lathered up.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO fires complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for
receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, running back on the move. He plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the counter. Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try it over the left side. Got room at the 35. He's off to the races. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Kane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. After that, latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding.
Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's an offense. You're always going to take completions. Completions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable. Honestly,
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Snap it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. But they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
They try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it. You can tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately, short the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Be more aggressive here and try to get the football back to your offense.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Brock. Makes his connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players...
Oh, look out! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, to get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge. Just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, Dave, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on 1st down in these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Running back searching for a hole. The Sooners get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Handoff to the lone back. He's there to make the stop.
Not much wiggle room for the ball player there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I block that. The offensive lineman pushed the guy backwards to make some holes.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long is so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal to back up.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this game.
The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Comes out throwing on first down. Steps away to find some room. Still on his feet at the 45. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
while knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
The offense set for a first down play. Wants to go up top. They're bringing heat. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
We'll give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and they create a negative play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Madden. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge. A 46-yard attempt from the right back. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to it. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Brock. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it can switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, then get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get here. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a minute. They put 1 minute on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Canes get it past the sticks.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, but with a needed 1 yard, picked up 2.
Great job up front. Great job on the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Brock. Get it out on the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Running it to the right. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll put the tight end in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk ball.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, pull it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Canes are threatening in the red zone. To the air, it's Brock. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's really frustrating for defense when you cover that first play. You knew it was going to be a pass to cover everything short. And the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll give it to the back. Just destroying his way through the field. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Madden. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Using the quick game. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're working that left side. Touchdown Sooners! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Now on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the right. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. At the 20. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, throw the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. You can be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Going to try to pop one on the screen, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. The Hurricanes will keep this drive going.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back, they're doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Harris.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They're going to run it. Tackled after picking up the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. Now, I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw. It's dropped. It's complete to the right. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
What a great individual effort here. This 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
He wants to throw it. Getting some heat. Trying to get rid of it. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Anger. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Something to keep in mind offensively here. At this point in the game, when you're down in the 4th quarter, running east-west is not going to win you the game. You've got to get north after you catch the ball and get what you can get. Field position right now is critical.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them the chains. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just see. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That